demonstration and petitions national leadership to reverse the announced changes to the party's leadership in Parliament.
The leaders of NDC today do not know their assets. Honorable Haruna Idrisu is no doubt a major asset to the NDC party, who must not be sidelined for any individual gain or personal score settling. The NDC party will need their best in the quest for victory in 2024 elections.
Also coming up, local footwear manufacturers who fell victim to a fire outbreak at the Kumasi Central Market in October 2022 appeal to authorities for urgent financial support.
Burkina, Mali, Omunina Baha Befanioma, and there's a Juma Yeno and a Juma Cassia, and he is stamping for any buying, say, Omumray and Stabem Meboye, Omufes Kamasia Jumemu, Nejuman Intimi in Jumpon.
Fearing for their lives and that of children, users of the Bono Regional Hospital Traffic Light Road in Sunyani call for a section of the road which has been dangerously exposed by erosion to be fixed.
MC ne Ghana paying for. Yemenika, but I be an Aminian Bra, or no, now one level Sunamo, now a dear him. Or no better much man, the driver, none of the car,
And later, worried about poor performance of BC candidates in the last 2 years, the Gomoa West Education Directorate in the Central Region moves to address the teacher deficit in the district.
We are now more than 450 now teachers that has left the district, and we have seen that is affecting the district a lot, because previously every year their BEC results they move a bit higher.
Many thanks for choosing us this hour. Let's settle for the details of our stories. More than 20 occupants of a residential apartment in Kwadaso in the Ashanti region have been displaced after a fire on Saturday gutted the facility. Properties including vehicles were burnt, but no casualty was recorded. Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani was there for us and has come through with this report. Hafiz, what more can you tell us?
The residential apartment has since been locked after Saturday's fire that gutted properties, including 5 vehicles parked in the house. Eyewitnesses say, though the cause of the fire is not known, fire officers had hectic time bringing the situation under control. The occupants have since been relocated to separate locations as fire officers continue with their investigations into the incident. This resident will tell us what he saw upon reaching this place.
The fire started yesterday around 9 a.m. in the morning, but I went to town. I came around 12 p.m. thereabout, and upon reaching here, I saw that the house was burning heavily, and there are a lot of spare parts and cars, about 5 cars inside there, which was all bent. And it's rather unfortunate situation. It's very sad. And the Ghana Fire Service, they brought in about 8 tankers to quench the fire. And the family and the landlord and the rest in the house, they've all left to different locations. And it's rather unfortunate, a very sad situation that we have on hand here. We are pleading to the government and to other agencies to come in and support our brother who has lost his house and his spare parts and other stuff in there. There are a whole lot of properties in there that has been burned down. And it's a very sad situation. As you can see, the house just behind us is very sad. A whole lot of properties, and we hope everything will turn around, and we are hoping for the best. we are hoping for the best. Thank you.
Residents and family members who are hearing this for the first time are coming around to catch a glimpse of what has happened, and for now, fire officers, we are told, are also investigating this matter. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kwadaso, Ashanti region.
Let's stay in the Ashanti region a while longer because local footwear manufacturers who were victims of a fire outbreak at the Kumasi Central Market in October of 2022 are appealing for financial support to revive their businesses. The victims say they had to resort to securing loans from financial institutions to start their businesses and want authorities to come to their aid. Citi News' Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani has more.
Over 25 structures were razed by fire at this section of the Kumasi Central Market where local footwear is manufactured. Fire officers pointed to electrical faults as the cause of the fire, although they are yet to release a full investigative report on the incident. The leadership of the footwear manufacturers says most of the victims are still struggling due to financial challenges following the fire incident. The leadership of the footwear manufacturers appealed for support when the Member of Parliament for Subin, Eugene Boachi Entry, and Kumasi Mayor Samuel Pine visited the victims.
Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Togo, Niger, Sierra Leone, Burkina, Mali, Omunina Baha Befanioma. And there's a Juma Yeno and a Juma Cassia. Until stamping for any buying, say, Omumray and Stabem Meboy, Omofes Kamasia Jumemu, Najuman Intimi and Tumpon.
Mr. Boachi Entry assured the victims of his support. Congestion at the Kumasi Central Market often poses a danger for firefighters when accessing fire scenes during outbreaks. Kumasi Mayor Samuel Pine says plans are in place to relocate some traders to other designated markets.
When we finish with the main structures that we're building at the Central Market, I believe there will be the need to relocate some of these traders. There are certain aspects of the commerce that cannot be practiced within such enclosed areas. And we are looking at a bigger place like we did for the wood workers at Sokobank to get them a place. And as you know, when we came, even the chairman of the association put it forward that if we can get a place that we can accommodate all of them, and that would be building another shoe market. So we are looking at it, and definitely our next management meeting, I'll table it for further discussions. You know, where the streets it's congested, and that's why we're developing the Central Market. And when we finish the development, all those structures will go off.
The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly also pledged to work with the Ghana National Fire Service in preventing such fire outbreaks, especially at markets.
Fire outbreaks are common at the Kumasi Central Market, and city authorities say they are working with relevant state agencies, including the Ghana National Fire Service, to address the trend. Hafiz Tijani, Citi News, Kumasi Central Market, Ashanti region.
The Ghana Police Service has interdicted one of its officers, Inspector Suleimana Adam, for negligently leaving a service rifle in a commercial vehicle. This was announced in a statement dated Saturday, January 28, 2023, and signed by Superintendent Olivia E.T. Adiku, Head of Public Affairs Unit at the Western Regional Police Command. The rifle, according to the police, was returned by the driver of the said vehicle, who also alleged that the inspector had extorted money from him. The interdicted officer, Inspector Suleimana Adams, stationed with the Rapid Deployment Force, Takrade, in the Western region, has been referred to the Police Professional Standards Bureau to allow for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident. Both the inspector and the driver are said to be assisting with investigation. Now, users of the Bono Regional Hospital Traffic Light Road to the Nana Bosoma Market are urging authorities to urgently fix a section of the road which has been eaten up by erosion, exposing pedestrians and more especially children to danger. Despite the defect, heavy vehicles continue to use the stretch as the situation could compound the problem. Citi News' Michael Sapong Mfum reports.
Due to poor drainage system on the stretch, erosion has eaten up a portion of the Bono Regional Hospital traffic light stretch to the Nana Bosoma Market close to the livestock market in Sunyani, exposing pedestrians, especially children, to danger as they could fall into the hole created by the erosion. The erosion has also affected the metal barricade that serves as a protection for vehicles and pedestrians. The drainage at the place is not working, thus allowing water to wash away the soil anytime it rains. More worrying is that the stretch is one of the busiest roads in the Sunyani municipality. Vehicles from Brekum, Domainkro and Drobo, who usually avoid the central business uses of Sunyani, usually use this road. Users of the road are thus urging the authorities to act swiftly to prevent any disaster from happening at that portion of the road.
Yeah, 200 mumra mehema ya sa da ce da babanya ya ka obian fi wa na be mo ba o ma be hwe ko asam to yi ni person be hwe o mu hwe mo ko ayen te hwi biom da bia se ya o ma de se ya ko anu anu no se ya da bia e be hu se da bia so ko anyina na enyi ni ko ananim nso na twanti akaba na nka adidi akokwan nti se bi sre MC ne Ghana paying for omuhwe wenye yo yemenika ba abia na menua na me bra ono ana wonder bosu na mo na edi anim no onu betima suma ne driver na odi ka ba be wuram
yo we de paying for ne America na say yes ra wo mo ye ntwa ma bibi nsi ansa emofra no ye pon school ba bia omo di America bi omo pon omo di America omo nim se bibi da ho enti ya ni baba so no na nkwala no America ba bia wodi agora ba nim se ho ne nye enti antwa na ni baba na so na akwala na ade abeto no ho enti edu ho sa na me ye ehye me prekope enti me sram panyifo kakra me wa kana se omo be omo ntwa ma bibi nsi ansa na nsuo no kura agya no tuturu enti na ho no aya ayi kakra na se nya se nsuo no agya yanka didi kwa ka adi atokwan mu ho kora
okay dem bi ka se momodi nye because bebe won ni papa ho kora so school for so fa ho ka so fa ho tini nyina e sem bebrebe ti so mo ye.
I asked the municipal chief executive for Sunyani East municipality, Ansukumi, what his outfit is doing about the situation.
You know, yes, we have identified that defect. That is when you are getting to the Latter-day Saints Church on your left. There is such a defect there that has been brought to the notice of the municipal urban roads engineer. But we have had a lengthy discussion on that. And fortunately, there is one secondary city project which no time will begin, and that has to do with a storm drain that was started way back during President Kufuor's time. They constructed the storm drain up to a certain point, but we have added it to our secondary city project for this particular year, and that is part of the UDG 3. And so the explanation was that once we begin that project, it will help to correct that defect. And fortunately, it will not be so long when we then begin the process, procurement process to kickstart have that particular defect corrected.
Users of this stretch in Sunyani are urging authorities to act for Citi News.
Commuters who travel on the Yendi-Zabzugu-Tatale Road in the northern region lament the bad nature of the road and want authorities to urgently address the situation. Because of the bad state of the roads, passenger cars are not many on the road. Tricycles, popularly called yellow, are the most preferred means of transport. Our northern regional correspondent, Mohammed Aminu Alabira, takes a look at the means of transport on the Yendi-Zabzugu-Tatale stretch.
Safe transport is one sure means of enabling engagement of people. Reaching one destination safely surely depends on the means by which one travels. Commuters on the Yendi-Zabzugu-Tatale road say the terrible nature of the road makes traveling on the stretch tedious. Aside the many potholes, the road is also dusty, a situation commuters say affects their health. Unlike in the south, where cars are the most preferred means of traveling, on the Yendi-Zabzugu-Tatale stretch, tricycles, popularly called yellow, and motorkins are the most common means of transport. Commuters and passengers say because of safety and a hurry to reach their destination, they prefer yellow to cars. Some road users Citi News interacted with have been lamenting the bad state of the road.
Frankly speaking, from Tamale to some that place is better. But from there coming to Yendi to Saga is very bad. We need your help. We need the government to help us. Because me, my place is better. It's border town. So many people pass through that road. It's very busy road. I just beg it. The road is very bad. I'm not only that, speaking about 5% of public transport. Okay. And moreover, the road is not good. You can move the road more than the vehicle. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay.
We've been suffering from this road, from Zabzugu to Yendi. When you are to follow the road to there, it's not easy because the road is not well. And we've been begging our leaders to work hard.
Yellow is very comfortable for the passengers. When you be in the yellow, it's very comfortable. You feeling better conditions, better ventilation coming inside, so you feel normal. And besides, when you check the road is not good here. So when you be in the yellow, you can sit comfortable. For the car, when you be in the car, it will be very difficult maybe for car to send you to your house.
Citi News. The passengers say they preference by passengers.
This road, up to date, they have not do it fast. They keep on only one place. So that is why they enter motorcade and they do not enter car. So like they do the road fast. They have enter car so that they reach their places fast because they are going to market and they want fast too. And because of the road, that is why they enter the motor.
Yellow is for the town use, but because of the bad nature of the road. So if they take a car from Yendi to South, so it will take them at least 3 hours. At least 3 hours to take them. But for yellow here, because you can use it to swap, it's comfortable for the passengers to be using it. So that's why we are also using it.
Though the road is under construction, the passengers feel the work is not progressing as it should. For drivers on the stretch, the nature of the road affects their vehicles, thus increasing the cost of operation. The tricycles charge 30 cedis from Tatale to Yendi, and they attribute it to the high cost of fuel.
Also because of the price of the fuel, because if we don't do that, you go and come and then you can't save anything for yourself. Okay. So because of the fuel, we take each person take 30 cedis.
As you can see me, anybody who travels on this road this is how dusty the person is going to be. For Citi News, Mohammed Aminu M. Aladira.
A pro-NDC youth group in Tamale by name Total Force on Saturday embarked on a demonstration and subsequently burnt car tires at the party's regional office to express their displeasure over the change in the party's leadership in parliament. Our Northern Regional correspondent Dinah Ingwan reports.
The members of the group wore red armbands and rode on motorbikes to the Northern Regional office of the NDC to present a petition to the elders of the party. When they got to the party office, they burnt car tires. Among their demands include the reinstatement of Haruna Idrisu as the minority leader. Here is the group secretary, Abdullah Ibrahim Dana, reading their petition.
It's a shared disrespect on the part of Asirun Ketia and Fifi Kweti. How could they have disregarded the advice preferred by the torchbearer and prospective flag bearer of the NDC? In as much as we acknowledge that it is your responsibility to carry out such duties, we also expect a more responsible approach to carrying out your duties in such manner that will clear all doubts and ensure party unity at all times. We hate nobody, but we believe the leaders of NDC today do not know their assets. Honorable Haruna Idrisu is no doubt a major asset to the NDC party, who must not be sidelined for any individual gain or personal score settling. The NDC party will need their best in the quest for victory in 2024 elections, where Haruna Idrisu is indispensable.
The Northern Regional Administrator of the NDC, Mahami Swalisu, received their petition.
I'll receive this petition, and on behalf of him again, I'm advising and pleading on their behalf to the youth group to come and be patient. The petition will be submitted to the necessary and the due process will actually be taken. They will read it, and whatever actions you want them to take, they might take it into consideration. So I'm just exercising you with patience. Calm down. Because if you look at the very person who is in this difficulty, is a father to all of us, is the very person we look up to as politicians. So to actually be pulled back, just as it is done now, is a debt on all of us. So exercise patience for now. Whatever you people are calling in for, our leaders will speak to you in due course.
This is still the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. Still to come. Gomwa West Education Directorate in the Central Region moves to address the teacher deficits in the district following recent poor performance of BEC candidates. We'll bring you the details shortly. Do stay with us. Is the neighborhood I'm having my twins.
The very reason why I took it for us. See, the price is very good and it's spacious to contain all of us.
Alphabet City. Now I'm a landlord. I don't pay rent. And my Airbnb business is booming.
To be Pamini, bank and I'm say Alphabet City. The pension pay 20%. The payment plan, I want to share my just very smooth.
This is a healthy place to raise our families and creating peace. Come on, be my neighbor.
Alphabet City.
the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Alphabet City is a classy and peaceful gated community in Sakumono. We have 24/7 top-notch security and high-quality access roads. We have 3 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, 3 bedrooms and 3 washrooms with boys' quarters. We have 3 bedrooms and 4 washrooms. We have 2 bedrooms and 2 washrooms, all with beautiful kitchens and kitchenettes. Call Alphabet City on 0240-111119 or 050-44-99999. Alphabet City, the ABC of Home Sweet Home.
Oh, today he has been extra sweet, and the way he looks at me.
I have done everything by the book. It's on. Hey, but I have to get some condoms, Charlie.
Using a condom will protect you and your partner from HIV, STIs, and unplanned pregnancy. Condoms are an effective way for protection against HIV infection. Don't take risks. Use a condom every time. Always come prepared.
This advert is brought to you by the Ghana AIDS Commission and Ghana Health Service.
You're welcome back. Now, the acting Odikro of Kwesi Cherma community in the Sunyani municipality of the Bono region, Dennis Bediakun, has warned that no ballot box should be brought into the community during the upcoming 2024 elections if the community is not connected to the national grid. According to the acting Odikro, life has become unbearable for them because of the absence of electricity, as they have to travel about 4 kilometers to Abesim to either charge their mobile phones or mail their cereals. Citi News' Michael Sapongfum visited the community and reports.
There are still many communities in the Bono region that are not connected to the national grid. One of them is Kwesi Cherma community, located in the Nkrankom electoral area in the Sunyani East municipality of the Bono region. Kwesi Cherma is a farming community and has a population close to 500. The inhabitants of the community are mostly farmers who grow cocoa, cassava, plantain, among others. One major concern of the residents is the absence of electricity. According to them, they have to travel about 4 kilometers to Abesim to either charge their phones or mail their cereals, a situation they bemoan.
Okay, light yourself, no, say, light, no, say, your light, okay, come on. And I'm say, light, no, team. Baby, and Koso. Not a twissing. Say, any touch ya, intimate so, can you? This is a touching I use to can you light to anchor a boy.
But your light, anyhow, no, you caught a hobby brim. Okay, Nika, every made by Yammy, you cranny in your biggie say, Fakaniako, and say, Adriane. Your phones, your lights, and your frocania, your nyaka, your nam forms are anti a mile wedding, actually, and your best say, on the coy more, near your light, I had. I answer your home better, I bet my ABI because.
But your light in the idea, a brewer light, hopa. A better idea for one, this is crew. Your bayam, someone, this is crew. Say, that is a take grass, that is a intimate should be, because light in the hat. The highest baby a pool we do the car a bang, cabine, and wine, 1 year. On to us and do a hamai. Light the a hunter or lighting.
There are other 8 communities facing similar challenges. The assembly member of the Nkrankom electoral area, Hefo Kwabrakuma, has been speaking on the issue.
Say, maybe a genasi a Kwesi Cherma. Oshe communities are a water no ha about 8 communities. Light any hababia. So Mr. Baby light any say Tanano Yamuri Suyaw Yabua Krum Yamebechere any communities are aka I was Sunyani inspired here. Yes, penny for so many yamwa near light or how my man so in the
The acting Odikro of Kwesi community, Dennis Bediako, on his part warned that no ballot box should be brought into the community during the upcoming 2024 elections if nothing is done about the electricity situation.
I do about what time, no more coffee box with the BC. Satam, the Omo Cabri, no more Baha, no more Becca, the Omo Becca, Eddie Atre, yet the Yano this Momo, Omokwa, on Yabani, we are fine, Osi have you. Young Hunukura, oh, Ebasa, Wyatt. Inti says a few ways, say, and Timenia. And Punto Biawa, say a light, and I say, Yakwan was in there. Obian for box to be a maha. Obian for box to be a maha, so over to Aba. Now, Uba Croma to Biawa, no other country, Yakino. Because then you have for a wagon, yet to about Punto, and to about say a better number of yeti. And you, man of this, no, so Mumway, no way side man of my.
Mike is up on the phone. City News.
The Gomoa West Education Directorate is worried about the performance of BEC candidates in the district in the last 2 years. The Directorate says the performance dropped from 69.86% in 2021 to 61% in 2022, a situation they describe as worrying. Central Regional Correspondent Calvis Tete has more in the following report.
The Gomoa West District Education Directorate is worried about the increasing rate of attrition in the district, a situation it says has negatively impacted the overall basic education certificate examination of students for the past 2 years. The overall BEC performance of pupil took a downward turn from 69.86% in 2021 to 61% in 2022. The Directorate believes inadequate number of teachers in the district is largely to be blamed for the situation. Currently, there is a 450 teacher deficit in the district per the records of the Education Directorate. Other factors such as inadequate desk for pupils, unbefitting infrastructure, and unavailability of electricity in some cases is believed to be a demotivating factor for pupils. At Komwa Ebutia, only 5 pupils have enrolled for the upper primary according to the Directorate, and these pupils are worried about the challenges.
We lack teachers, and if you go to our classroom, they are not good at all, and also we don't have good chairs. And if you go to classes like class 4, 1 chair, 5 people, 4 people, 3 people are sitting on it. So the students will not feel comfortable in learning.
There are not enough teachers in the school to teach. One teacher is teaching about 3 to 4 subjects, and it is putting more stress on him. It is affecting our academic. The learning of ICT is very difficult for us because a topic like PowerPoint application, we need practice, and there are no electricity, and even the laptops, we are not having some, so we are finding that one very difficult.
We don't have laptops and computers, and also we need exercise books and textbooks because of the new curriculum. The dual decks, three of us will be sitting on one desk. So I want the government to bring us new ones, so that everybody will be comfortable in the class.
The teacher attrition rate is high in the district. This is because the district lacks inadequate social amenities. District Director of Education, Madam Cecilia Abuaje, is disturbed and wants the Ghana Education Service to post adequate teaching staff to the district.
I've been here barely 5 or 6 months now. And when I came, the report that reached me was that teachers here are just living. And even my officers here don't understand why the teachers are living like that. So when I went into it, I saw that at the time I reached here, the teacher attrition rate was 325 at the time I reported here. And as we are speaking, because of releases and assurances, we are now more than 450 now teachers that has left the district. And we have seen that that is affecting the district a lot, because previously, every year, their BEC results, they move a bit higher. But last year, which was 2021, the results dropped from 69.8 something to 61%, meaning there have been a drop of 8 point something percent, which is a very big drop. When the teachers come here, they are complaining of the roads leading to the various villages, accommodation problems, and even economic activities within the district. They are not attractive. So the teachers rush to Kaswa, Winneba, and those places where after school they can do some businesses alongside with their teaching to get something in their pocket. And there too, they will get nice accommodation and other things.
Richard Jan Mensah is the Member of Parliament for Gomoa West. He is advising the Directorate to liaise with the National Service Scheme and other teaching training institutions in the Central Region to address the teacher deficit problem. He is, however, worried that some parents neglect their responsibilities and fail to provide basic educational needs for their wards. He spoke to Citi News after presenting some 50,000 exercise books to the Gomoa West District Directorate of Education for onward distribution to pupils.
Personally, I have made an effort to reach out to the National Service Secretariat to post even the newly trained teachers who are now yet to serve their national service to the constituency. I think the next step I am also looking at is also writing to the University of Education Winneba and then the teacher training colleges around, so that even the students who are doing the teaching practice can be posted to our communities here, at least just to hold the gap in the interim, whilst we look at the long-term solution of getting fully trained teachers who are going to be posted by the Ghana Education Service to this area. It is a major challenge. You go to some of the schools from KG to JHS3, we have just 3 teachers. It has even affected the enrollment in some of the schools. You go to a typical community like Gomoa, Abutia. As I speak now, from upper primary class 4 to class 6, we have just 5 students. Because earlier they had a lot of students. Now because of the teacher attrition, some of the parents have to take their children from there, send them to Kaswa, and then some neighboring communities.
Here in the Gomoa West District of the Central Region, education experts are worried about the teacher attrition rate in the area, and they are hoping that it will be addressed. Carl Stetter, Citi News, Gomoa West.
Newly passed out recruits of the Naval Training Command in Nutekpo in the South Tong district of the Volta region have been cautioned against engaging in unauthorized activities. Addressing recruits at their passing out parade, former Director General of Training, General Headquarters, Burma Camp, Commodore Samuel Angmo, also asked the recruits not to engage in partisan politics. There's more on this report by Citi News' Desmond Salasi Ago.
After 22 weeks of intensive and vigorous training to prepare them for the physical and mental tasks ahead, 335 out of 348 recruits have successfully passed. The 84th Basic Training Course is the 5th batch of recruits to be trained at the Naval Training Command at Nutekpo in the South Tong district of the Volta region. During the term of training, the recruits were taken through exercises designed to instill in them the discipline to be able to perform professionally. Addressing the passing out parade, former Director General of Training, General Headquarters, Burma Camp, Commodore Samuel Angmo, cautioned the newly passed out recruits to desist from unauthorized activities which will bring the name of the military into disrepute. He stressed on the involvement in Galamsey activities.
I want to urge you all to remain disciplined, as it is the hallmark of every armed force. As young sailors, the temptation is great for you to see your new career as an opportunity to constitute yourself into unauthorized law enforcement agencies. Although during your training these issues were made perfectly clear to you, I wish to reiterate that unless you are under clear orders from superior authority, you have no business with debt collection, galamsey operations, or settlement of personal disputes without recourse to due process of the law.
Commodore Samuel Angbo also cautioned the recruits not to involve themselves in partisan politics. He further asked them to desist from civilian brutality and says their task is rather to protect civilians.
Not engage in partisan politics, since the military is neutral when it comes to politics. Furthermore, never engage in the habit of molesting innocent civilians, since they are the very people you have sworn to protect.
Former Director of Training, General Headquarters, Pema Camp, Commodore Samuel Angmo, has cautioned the newly recruits to desist from illegal activities such as galamsey and civilian brutality. He says this will put the name of the service into disrepute. Reporting for Citi News from the naval camp here at Nutepo in the Southern District of the Volta region, I'm the Sponsala Siago.
This is still the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. Still ahead. Sports Writers Association of Ghana disappointed over the absence of a legacy project despite 4 World Cup appearances by Ghana. We'll bring you that story shortly. Do stay with us.
Finally, anyone can become a household.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You Go Flip, a real estate gaming platform that allows you to play and stand a chance of winning a house or cash or consolidated prizes, such as savings towards a house. Simple and easy to play. Visit www.yougoflip.com. Buy a ticket to enter the game. Wait for the end of the game to enjoy the win. Anyone can win. Flip it or own it. You Go Flip. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Play responsibly, not for persons below 18 years, and gaming can be addictive.
Despite the amendment made to the domestic debt exchange program that includes the exemption of pension funds, some workers remain doubtful and fear they might not be able to retrieve their monies when the time is due. It is on the back of such skepticism that the Board of Trustees of the Health Sector Operational Pension Scheme and the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association have assured all government health sector workers of the safety of their contributions to the scheme. Our Ashanti regional correspondent Fatih Aminu Ibrahim reports.
To allay fears of workers on the recent debt exchange program, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association says a memorandum of understanding has been signed with the government to exempt all pension funds from the debt exchange program. The national president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, Perpetual Ofori Ampof explained that the MOU includes all pension funds, including Tier 2, among others. She thus assured all members of the city of their funds.
So, as a member secretary of the Health Sector Occupational Pension Scheme, and also as president of the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and also a member of Organized Labour, as far as we are concerned, we have been able to sign an MOU with government, and that MOU stated clearly that all pension funds will be exempted in this program. And in our understanding, all pension funds means our Tier 2, Tier 3 provident funds, and even as individual bonds that we have, it should also be covered, because most of these are also pension funds. Retirees have put their monies, it doesn't have to be big monies, but some small monies that they had, whether 10,000, 15,000, 5,000, they've been able to put it in some of these bonds, and it's also pension funds. So they should be left alone so that the individuals are not affected, and pension funds in general are not affected.
The Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association is, however, urging the government to suspend the debt exchange program, considering the dire effects it will have on individual investments.
With this debt exchange program, from all that we have seen, the haircuts to these investments will have dire consequences on the schemes, on individuals, and on retirees. And it's important that we actually suspend this program and see to it that we look at other innovative ways of actually sustaining the debt of the economy, and such that government will be able to progress in its management of the economy. And as individuals within the state, we should also be comfortable. But the fears around the debt exchange program, I think we have all seen it, the panic in the system and all of that. And we think that at this moment, it will be good that the government suspends it, and then we look at other alternative means of addressing the debt of the country.
She made these statements at the commissioning of the Health Sector Occupational Pension Scheme Kumasi office. The chairman of the Board of Trustees, Dr. Derek Amwatin, thus noted that he believes persons who are retiring in the health sector will retire with a smile, as their investments are making significant returns.
The good thing is that this fund has been growing, especially since 2016, when funds were released to us. The fund has been growing significantly, and year by year we are making very significant returns. And so I am confident that at the rate we are growing, a lot of people who retire in the health sector will actually retire with a smile. And by that, we are actually making sure that fund placement is done rightly. We are ensuring that we diversify extensively so that when there are shocks like this, it does not significantly affect the growth of the scheme. And that's exactly what we are doing together with all our service providers. Yeah.
The Sports Writers Association of Ghana has questioned the non-existence of legacy projects despite the nation's participation in 4 FIFA World Cups. Citi Sports' Yao Ejay Minta has more in this report.
25 individual awards and 10 special awards were handed out to outstanding athletes, organizations, and sports personalities at the 47th edition of the SWAG Awards. The event was headlined by Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf, Inspector General of Police George Dampare, 2023 African Games Local Organizing Committee Chairman Dr. Ofosua Sare, and National Sports Authority Director General Professor Peter Chumesi. Ghana Football Association President Keto Kweku, Ghana Boxing Authority President Abraham Nikwe, and representatives of various sports federations were present at the event. In his speech, SWAC President Kwabena Yeboah lamented Ghana's stagnant fortunes in football in recent years.
Amidst the ignominy and discomposure, that needs to remind us we have to do a sober introspection into our life as a football nation. It's been 40 years since Kumasi Santikotoko ruled Africa, and 23 years since glorious South dominated the continent. The statistics sadly indicate the rest of Africa have overtaken us as we now play catch-up. We need to work smart and invest meaningfully in our sport to hold the road. Isn't it sad that in our last 4 World Cup appearances, we cannot boast of any major legacy project from the FIFA money, much of which was shared among players and officials? We certainly have to take a second look
the practice, for instance, of paying as much as $100,000 to some management members as appearance fees.
Legendary footballers Awolokwe Senior and Dodu Magic Hands Ankara were honored with the Lifetime Awards. Former GFA President Alhaji MND Jaola was honored with the Dedication and Valor Award. President of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Kujo Fiano, was on hand to receive the award for Alhaji Jaola, who passed away recently. Kwabena Edu Poku won Chess Player of the Year award. Rashaka Katadat was named Volleyball Player of the Year, and youngster Israel Akili was named as the most exciting table tennis player of the year. Black Stars midfielder Mohamed Kudus was the biggest winner on the night as he scooped the foreign-based Men's Footballer of the Year award and overall Sports Personality of the Year award. In his speech, the Ajax player was humbled by the recognition but encouraged to do more.
I'm really happy to be in this position, to be an award winner tonight, and this serves as a big motivation for me to even keep doing more. So I just want to thank everyone else who's been involved in this, the whole people of Ghana. I want to congratulate all the other award winners and the contenders. I believe we are all winners, we are all together, and I wish the best to everyone.
Despite its long history, many have questioned the relevance of the SWAG Awards in the fast-changing Ghanaian sports space. Maurice Kwanzaa is Vice President of SWAG.
This is the 47th SWAG Awards. It's the longest-running awards of its kind. It was the first to be started, and then we've had other awards, including the Ghana Journalists of the World. And for it to come 47 years, almost close to 50 years, it's phenomenal. And I think its relevance, you ask the sportsmen and women who are the ultimate recipients of the award. It is the only or the major source of recognition of what they've done.
His stance was buttressed by Ghana Boxing Authority President Abraham Nikwe, who highlighted what the award means for his outfit.
This happens to be the first time that the Ghana Boxing Authority have win such an award, you know. To us, it's a big deal. You know, it's a big deal. It tells us the effort we put in 2020 have bring in results. Sports Writers Association will recognize that effort, and then they give us such an award. We say God bless them and God bless Ghana Boxing.
The next SWAG Awards will be held in December 2023, but the call for better support for athletes in incentives and infrastructure, especially for those outside football, continues.
And that's it for today's edition of the Citi Newsroom on Citi TV. Do remember that our website, citinewsroom.com, has information on our top stories and more. Subscribe to CityTube on YouTube for more exclusive video content from Citi TV. You can also watch Citi TV on DSTV channel 363 and on GoTV channel 182. My name is Inusafo. Many thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome to the Effective Living Series 2023.
Another year is upon us, and we are poised to kickstart this new revolution with the utmost zeal. Citi TV and Citi FM present to you another rewarding season